Controversy tonight in the race for the Republican nomination for governor. Just yesterday, State Representative Eddie Andrews proved he collected enough signatures to appear on the ballot. Andrews had to fend off a challenge filed by David Bush, a voter who donated to the Adam Steen campaign.
When my adult son, who knows I'm politically active, texts me and says that he has credible information that candidate Andrews' candidacy filing was somewhat lacking, and I discovered that there will be publicly available documents regarding the details of his filing.
The Steen campaign claimed Bush acted independently in filing the complaint. However, the public documents he referenced were only available by request through the Secretary of State's office. And two members of Steen's campaign were the only people to make the request. Adam Steen released a statement this evening, reading in part, quote, "By providing the petitions to Mr. Bush, it is clear that statement was misleading and there will be internal communication, changes, and accountability for those actions."
The admission came just hours before Steen, Andrews, and other candidates for governor were set to take the stage. All five spoke at tonight's Lincoln dinner in Des Moines. WHO 13's Lindsay Burrell is just back from that event. So the question is, Lindsay, did Andrews have a lot to say about that challenge tonight?
Oh, yes, he did, Andy. As you can imagine, tensions were heightened tonight as Polk County Republicans gathered together to talk about their 2026 priorities. We were able to talk with Eddie Andrews ahead of tonight's dinner, who said Adam Steen was caught lying and should hang up his campaign.
It's interesting to effectively be lied on, and I think now people have seen the truth and they know I'm on the right side, and we'll see what he has to say. He should drop out. That's the exact thing he should do. The first thing on the stage that he gets on tonight, the first words out of his mouth should be he resigns.
Yet Steen took the opposite approach during his speech tonight. He didn't mention the controversy at all, but rather delivered his message to voters, even after other candidates voiced that they were glad to see Andrews remaining on June's ballot. I asked Steen why he chose not to address the misstep by his campaign. This was his response.
From my perspective, when you have a campaign that has the momentum that we have right now, the last thing I'm going to do is bother myself with little tit for tat things that aren't going to benefit the campaign or the people of Iowa.
When asked if his initial statement that was read earlier was to apologize to Andrews, Steen said sure, that he was not worried about any candidate, what they had to say about him, that he was only focused on the voters, Andy. Nothing like some controversy and then getting everyone in the same room on the same night.
Yeah, he's trying to move past this. Clearly, though, he gave a big platform for Eddie Andrews with this story getting a lot of eyes lately. Thanks, Lindsay.